Hi everyone, new video for you today. This one is a scrapbook layout. So this layout kind of turned out a little bit more smash booky. This is all from a little trip to London myself and my husband had for our 1-year wedding anniversary, which was, gosh, it was over a month ago now. And we went to see this play in London called Knights of the Rose, and it was amazing. If you didn't spot in that little programme picture there is a guy that used to be in Hollyoaks. He played someone who used to date one of the McQueens. I don't really know, to be honest. I don't really watch Hollyoaks, but if you watch Hollyoaks, that's the guy that's in it. And the play is incredible. I don't think it's on anymore. I think it was up until the end of August, but it was such a lovely show, and they've got a load of like 80s rock in it. And I was brought up on 80s music and Bon Jovi and just so many amazing songs in there. So yeah, definitely check it out if you can find it again in playing in London, because it was amazing. So basically I was kind of going off of the black and red theme for this one and decided that I wanted to just kind of pop this black paint where I didn't have any bits to put in. I wanted to have a rose, but I didn't have any rose stencils. My stencil collection is slowly building up, but it's not quite there yet. I need to get quite a few to kind of cover all bases of stenciling. So as you can see, decided to throw paint everywhere whilst I was trying to get that paint onto that packaging to use as a palette, and you'll see, yeah, all over my hand. It's a messy job scrapbooking. So the paint I'm using, the black one that I used was the Dilutions black one you can see, and that little red paint is actually from the Works. It's one of their cheaper paints, and I'm basically stenciling. This stencil is from Dilutions. It's one of their, I can't remember what size this is, but it's one of their stencils anyway. It's my favourite stamp at the minute. Partially, I think it's joint with another one, but you'll see that in my monthly favourites, which is I'm in the process of getting ready to film for, so keep an eye out for that one on this channel. So I'm just stamping, well, not stamping, using a little bit of sponge to sponge that paint on that top left corner there and the bottom right, just to kind of add a bit of interest. Kind of go for the red and black theme because that was kind of the colour scheme for the play. And that paint, obviously, that you can see that I dripped on my page mistakenly. I've just turned into a bit of a feature. I did contemplate actually stenciling some black flowers just at the bottom left there, but I thought it'd just be too much and it was going to get covered up anyways. I just thought it would be a waste of paint and time. So I am gonna, as you can see, I was going to use that, but then thought no, and then I am going to just quickly dry this. This layout didn't really take too long for me to make. It was more the kind of drying in between all the layers that took a little while. I'm very impatient, so to actually do this and then let it dry real time just didn't make much sense, obviously, because I'm trying to film these videos for you guys. But just using my heat tool, this is probably one of my most used tools of my whole stash, that and my paints. So what I'm doing now is just using my Posca paint pen, which has recently died on me and I've had to buy a new one, just to outline these flowers. They just weren't showing up for me. Now I would have liked to use maybe a red Posca paint pen just to try and bring those flowers out a little bit more. That paint from the Works is not very pigmented when it comes to being on top of darker colours, so you can just about see them on the left there, but I thought, you know, I just need to have them outlined. You need to see that there are actual flowers there, and it looks a bit weird if I didn't outline the ones that weren't on the black paint, so I kind of just went around them all. As you can see, this pen is slowly dying throughout this layout. I think I did actually get another layout using it out before it actually completely died. So the paint on my hand there, I actually went to pick the kids up from school with it on my hands, and then realised in the playground that it looked like I'd just murdered someone. Fun. I think the school are actually quite used to me turning up with some sort of coloured paint covered So it's actually quite funny. So this little leaflet here is one, obviously, that they give out with the, it was kind of on a little stand in there, in the actual tiny little theatre that you just walk past it if you didn't know it was there. And then the photo there is actually from, I think we went into a little pub and had a drink. I don't know if we had food. Did we have food here? Oh no, we did have food, I think. I can't remember. But we just popped in there because we got to London a little bit before the actual play started. And yes, I did do some shopping in an art shop. That whole video has recently gone up as well, so I'll check that out. Check that out if it's on my channel. So I'm just using, these are the actual tickets for, I just liked that they had the name of it and where it was. It's the Arts Theatre in London, and then obviously the date that we went, it was just after our anniversary. Yeah, using glue stick, mainly because my double-sided tape had disappeared from me on this day. It was hiding and I couldn't bother to try and find it, and my light was fading, so I decided to just use glue stick. So it's the first time I've used glue stick in a while, I think. Realised glue stick does not like tissue paper as well, because I did have to go back and glue these on again after the camera had finished because they were starting to peel. So glue stick and tissue paper doesn't really mix when you've got like a heavy photo or something on. Now I'm going in with my Lottie Does paper kit from September and just using these word stickers. So this is the first layout that I did. I think I'd just recently done, I think I'd literally filmed the unboxing before I filmed this. I was so excited to use these. And I was really struggling about what to call this. I was trying to think of like something about the day and how like we never really go out without our children. It's just the way we are. We don't really go out at all. So for us to actually be out the whole day on our own was quite momentous for us. So I was going to do collect memories, and then I kind of thought no, because it was about the whole day, and I think I decided to call it This Day on the right there. I took so long trying to decide which one to do. But yeah, that day, it was just such a lovely day to just be us and just be a couple, and drag Stephen into all the paint and art shops, and then he took me to somewhere, there's some sort of comic book shop in London that sells a lot of pop figurines and stuff, so he dragged me in there. So it wasn't just me dragging him around London, he made me go to a few shops as well. So I decided to call it, as I said, This Day, just using some of the little love hearts and little black squiggles and little marks from the sheets on there. I absolutely love this sheet for the little stars and squiggles and stuff, just to add to the page, little sprinkles of stuff. Decided to make 3 little clusters, and I think I go in with some tiny word stickers. These were also in the kits as well. Kit, shall I say. Didn't get multiple kits. And then just adding a little bit of pink here, just kind of trying to tie in the red from the picture at the top there and from the paint of the flowers. Just going through colours really and making sure that the words kind of somewhat went with the day. So these tiny word stickers, I can't remember where they're from, but they're absolutely beautiful, and they're all different shapes. Like there's some that are more like flags and some that are more like the more kind of bar shaped word stickers as well. See, I'm just adding a few sprinkles here and there. This layout really is near enough pretty much done. So yeah, I love this day. This play was amazing. If you guys can suggest any other plays that you suggest, preferably in London, to go and see, then hit me up in the comments below, because we definitely want to go and see some more plays. Aladdin is one of the ones that I'd like to see. I'd also like to go and see Heathers. So if you recommend any other plays, then let me know in the comments below, and I'll see if we can go and see them, because it was fun. It was a really fun day. So I'm doing a bit of a doodly border here, and then we're pretty much done. So thank you so much for watching my video, guys, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye.